Alright everyone, welcome back to the Bestiary guide for Brigandine, the Legend of Runersia. I almost messed up that intro, if you didn't notice. But welcome back everybody, welcome to the channel veracitytrigger. I am your host, veracitytrigger. I need to come up with a shorter nickname. But we're going to talk about angels here, so you could call me VT maybe. But we're going to talk about angels here. We're going to go over all the angels in this game, the newer game that actually came out about a year ago now. And it's been a slow go for me to get everything completed here, but I'm just about to get rocking and rolling with all the extra guides and get them all out. So all the guides will be finished here pretty soon, before the end of the year, definitely. I know I'm working very hard on this. It's taken such a long time. But what we're looking up here is the angel class and what it looks like to change through all of them. So the previous iteration had 4 classes for the angel, and in this particular game here, it only has 3. So the previous version went all the way up to, I believe it was a Seraph, and then it turned into a Lucifer. But here it turns into just a Seraph, so you don't actually have an item to class this up into a Lucifer anymore. I don't know if it was based upon culture differences or whatever, because the translator that put together the English version of the Grand Edition actually changed this into an Arc Seraph, where you could turn into a Lucifer. So it got really weird with what happened with the original game and in the Grand Edition, and then the translation of the Grand Edition, and then now. So it's really strange, and all I can say is that if you do play the westernized version of Grand Edition that has an English patch, the person, I believe, called Hitwolf decided to westernize, and I'm doing air quotes here with my fingers if you could see it, westernize the game for Americans, so it would take out the Lucifer and put in an Arc Seraph, so wouldn't have any evil stuff attributed to it. But I think the new developers decided to go with just a pure, straight up, all holy angel here. Also, there was some arguments over whether the angel should be a man or a woman, the demon should be a man or a woman. Honestly, I just don't care. It doesn't matter really. It's ethereal. It shouldn't have any kind of gender anyways. But I digress. We're looking at the angel here, and is it better than the previous one? I'd have to say the angel's still quite good, still quite viable. But you can see it changes to an archangel there. This is the normal angel look here. Normal angel look is going to have like a green, goldish look to it. And then we go to this one here. For the archangel, it's going to be like bluish, silvery, like a very pale blue silvery. And then it's going to turn into this one and go full up gold. Okay? So let's talk about all the stats and let's see what the difference is here. So the normal angel doesn't have everything you think it should have from the previous one, but I'd almost say it's one better. You might think it's a little less, but I want to say it's maybe one better. So the first attack they get is Saint Split, normal attack. Upgraded one is Shining Split. Their magic here for Angel. Now they're not actually saying this correct. I'm sorry. There's probably a little bit of a glitch in this game. They do not have Holy Word, and they do not have heals. I know. It's weird. It's like they don't have heals. No, they don't. They do not have Holy Word to start, and they do not have heals. Just get rid of that. It's a little glitchy part of the game. I don't know why it's doing that, but they do have loop heals, and they do have divine rays. Now you're like, what the heck is loop heal? Loop heal costs 40 MP, and it basically does a regain spell, so it heals the character for 3 turns at about a third of a normal heal, I believe. So check it out. Effect targets a single ally unit within 4 hex radius, restoring at 10% of max HP at the start of each turn for 4 turns. So whatever the max HP is of that target, it will get that amount back each turn. It's basically like having a self heal, a self regain, for... Oh, it's actually 4 turns. I kept thinking it was 3 turns. I wonder if they changed that. I don't know. But here's Divine Ray. They get Divine Ray right off the bat. So basically you're looking at a healer and a Divine Ray thing, but they don't do a basic heal right off the bat. So if you think you're doing heal and you're carrying them up right away, you might cast it on somebody. They have it. You got to wait for a whole set of turns before the turn rolls over, and then this loop heal to actually come into place. Basically regain. You think about regain from Final Fantasies, this is essentially what this is. But it's for 4 turns. I kept thinking it was 3. I wonder if they did update that. Either way, that's actually pretty awesome. And why I'm saying it's awesome is because if you wait out all the turns, it would probably equate to a heal and a half to a heal and 3/4, depending upon how much hit points you naturally have. So for a big monster with a lot of hit points, loop heal is going to be very beneficial to it. So let's move on here and look at some other stuff. Sorry I had to cross everything out, but I just want to make sure you don't get the wrong idea, because they don't. Angels just have 2 spells. That's all they've got. Now, Archangels here. They get all the spells here. So once you turn to level 10, then you get the heals. Then you get heal. I'm just saying, it's at that point. It's the 3 range spell that does heal. Like what happened in the previous games, it does do the same stuff. You do get the addition of Holy Word, and you do get the get to keep loop heal and Divine Ray. Now, why did they do that? You're probably wondering, like, why did they make you not get the heal at the first class of Angel and let you have loop heal, and then at Archangel they let you get heal? They're trying to introduce some new stuff into the game, and I think it's a great idea. And they just kind of were like, well, we'll just leave that for the next class. And so I think that was how they decided to balance it out. So essentially, if you get an Angel on your team right off the bat, don't think that you're getting healers immediately. If you're looking for immediate healers, buy unicorns. But if you're looking at something that's going to level up and have a lot of spells endgame and very powerful, then yes, get the Angel, but be aware, loop heal does not heal you immediately. You gotta wait for the end of the turn to roll over for them to get their hit points back. So, you gotta be careful with these things. I'm just saying. It's not like it used to be. I think it's kind of better because loop heals are they're just awesome. And they're so cheap too, and you have so much MP to use it. I'm just saying, you got 347 MP. Cut 40 hit points out of that each and every time, and how many things can you loop heal throughout the game? It's unbelievably high. And if you get higher, you can do even more. So, let's go up to a Seraph. This doesn't require any item, just level 20. You can see the differences here. It does cost a magic cost of versus 120 up, or 100 up to 120. So it is a 20-point bump. You do get an extra orb, so 3 orbs versus the 2. And hit points go up by well, pretty much nothing. MP goes up by 30 points, which is good for them. Defense goes up, so they're actually quite good at that. But the thing is, agility does not go up. So the agility right now, compared to Grand Edition, compared to the other ones, or Legend of Runersia, they had very, very good agility. You were like close to 90s agility. These guys don't always grow with agility that well now. So the difference is you can't have them get hit. They can easily die. They don't have the hit points. They don't have the agility to dodge. They do get an extra mobility, so they can move around, but they're definitely a little bit squishier than they used to be. But they just come up with some extra arsenal of spells that you can use to your advantage. So I'm just saying, be careful with these things, because they're not going to get the agility to evade. They are flying though, so it's still hard to hit a flying creature, but if you got a centaur shooting at these things, they'll go down. You got to be careful with archers with them. Seriously. So let's look at the skills here. So, Shining Split has turned into Rising Punishment. Now this is one of the attacks that typically you would get with the Seraphs in the past. It just deals moderate damage though. But Holy Impulse deals moderate damage to a single enemy unit within a 3 hex radius. This is their ranged attack. In the in the original one, they had a wing attack. Or, yeah, they had a wing attack. This Holy Impulse, I believe, was supposed to be the critical attack for the original game. So if you got a critical attack, you'd see Holy Impulse. Or I forgot right now. Oh my gosh, I forgot. But either way, this is the 3 ranged attack. You do like a light beam attack on them. You don't throw wings at them anymore. But what do we get for the Seraph? You get Area Heal. You get Veil. This is a new spell to the game. New completely to this game. This could be a good thing. It could also be a detriment to you. Because if you cast Veil on somebody, whatever spell you cast on them next will be nullified. Even a heal spell or a cure spell, it'll be nullified. So you got to be very careful with this thing. This really just comes down to the fact that you're going into a dangerous situation. They're going to cast Meteor Doom on you or Divine Ray. Put a Veil on there. They'll try to Divine Ray you, and it'll basically be nullified. No damage taken. So this is a new spell that they added here. Personally, I like Ward better than I like Veil. So Veil's extremely situational, and it depends on your situation, really. But Area Heal's great. So you can use these guys for Area Heal like you used to in the past. If you're used to the older game, Legend of Runersia, you definitely get to have that back again. And Loop Heal. I'd have to say some of my favorite stuff from these guys are Divine Ray, Loop Heal, and Area Heal. I'm just saying, like, I can do a lot with that in this game in particular. No extra abilities, really just that. Let's look at the class change here. So it takes 20 points to go up here. You're going to see we get an extra little halo behind us. The wings glow an extra little green color. I think we actually get 6 wings here, right? Or is that 4? Or maybe just 4. Yeah, but this is what they look like when they class up. Let's do it. Alright, so we got our golden butter sword, as I used to joke about in the past videos I did on my other channel. But yeah, I've got 2 of these here. Kind of see how they grow. About 10 levels in, we get 50 more MP. Agility's still 57, so they really don't grow with agility like they used to in the past. So if you're thinking you can put them out in front line, they can dodge, blah blah blah, they're not going to dodge. They're going to die. They're supposed to be glass cannons for this game, you know, for if you just want to focus on Divine Ray. So let's check out kind of some of this stuff here. So Power 125, Holy Impulse, it's a pre-move. You can see on the right how far away you can shoot your impulse moves, up to 3 spaces away. And Loop Heal costs 40 MP. That's the reason why this is such a good spell. Very underrated. If you're coming into a battle, you know a monster's going to start getting wailed on. Pop a Loop Heal on it, put them out there. They'll self-heal for about 4 turns, and they'll tank it like a boss. Hopefully. At least you'll get to heal up while they're, you know, going through their fight spaces and all that. But yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Eeb. That's all, folks. Let's read the profile here. In Archangel's new form, following a class change, they now boast an even greater range of attacks and magics, including spells such as Area Heal that can target multiple allies at once. They are also adapted to ranged and physical attacks. Using these skills recklessly will eat up MP, though, so plan out your actions carefully. They are weak against black types. Yes, they're weak against black damage. But I have to say the Angel looks so much better in this game than the previous games. This is the one great thing I like about it. It looks pretty awesome. I have to say that. Little green emeralds on it and all the gold. Maybe it's because I like the Packer colors, but whatever, it doesn't matter. They're pretty awesome. So if you actually enjoy this kind of content, help my channel grow, you know, help it out. And I really have nothing else for you. I think the very next class we're going to cover is demons. Ooh, the spooky demons. We're going to cover all of that through the Lilith class. There is a Lilith class back in there, but it's still just like this. 3 levels, not 4 tiers like it used to be. So whether you're disappointed in that or not, I don't know, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. I will see you in the next helpful guide video or LP. Take care, everybody.